everybody. My name is Megan McShane, and I am a health coach at Intera Health. And welcome to the first session of Explore Exercise. Since these sessions are recorded, you can listen and view them really at your own pace. All sessions are available via a YouTube link. So as long as you have internet access and volume, you should be able to view them. So to gain full credit, you'll need to complete all 5 sessions and complete each session recap, which was sent to you via email. So, ensuring that you get full credit, you will need to do all 5 for all 5 sessions. And just to give you a heads up, each of these sessions should take approximately 15 minutes to view. So it's not a huge time commitment, but you will need to complete them by the end of November, by November 30th for full credit. All right, sounds good. Let's get into it. So before we go any further, I wanted to talk a little bit more about what health coaching is. Health coaching is a benefit that is designed to provide a supportive environment to inspire and challenge you to focus on what you want for your health and wellness. Okay, and throughout the 5 weeks, we'll provide you with information to help you build confidence, help you work through any barriers or anything that's preventing you from starting or reaching your goals, and work on achieving and potentially even surpassing those goals. So essentially, you're in the driver's seat during this process, and I'm here to provide resources, information, accountability, and support along the way. These sessions are completely confidential, and the only information that will be passed along is your participation or your attendance to gain full credit for your incentive. The intent of these sessions is to be educational, challenging, fun, and rewarding. So why are we here? I'm sure you all have a pretty good idea of why you're here. Something on your mind that you've been wanting to work towards, either start or re-spark your motivation, getting you going in the right direction. So you know why you're here, you know what you want to achieve, so how do we get from point A to point B, right? So the first step is to develop a game plan or a plan of action. The first thing to identify is your why. So this is the reason why you are motivated to make the change now. The reason I would stress it has to be purely yours, meaning it can't come from anybody's desire to impact your health. It really has to first and foremost come from you, and then obviously, you know, the support of others is highly encouraged. But it can't be, you know, my doctor wants me to lose weight, so I want to eat healthier, or my spouse wants me to, you know, exercise more, so this is why I want to get into it. It really should really come from you first, and then move on from there. Once you've decided on the reason or reason why you are motivated to make the change now, I would encourage you to write it down. Have a place where you can write your notes out, have your thoughts, have the reason, and if you can put it together in a sentence or a few sentences, maybe it's a few words or phrases, maybe it's a picture or some magazine cutouts or a picture of you in your previous life of a place that you would like to be. All these depend on what you want and what you can be motivated by. So the next step is to create a wellness vision, or maybe said in a different way, essentially that place that you ultimately want to be with your health. What does it look like once you've reached your goals? How do you feel? What do you look like? How does your family you know, adapt to this change? What are the impacts? Write this down. Make it real and make it about you and what you want for yourself. So to kind of get you going with some, you know, thoughts on what a wellness vision could look like, And now, once again, these are all very personal, so these are just samples, and maybe this rings true to you, but I'm sure, to tweak it to make it look or sound like it's from you would be the best way to do it. So some samples are to have the knowledge and understanding of what healthy foods are and how to properly fuel my body. To feel good about the foods that I put in my body and not have regrets or guilt after I eat. Another one would be to have enough energy to sustain my busy schedule. And then another thought would be to be able to live long enough to play with my grandkids. Pretty inspiring vision statements. So the vision statements, once again, are that overarching kind of that big picture horizon view of where you want to be with your health. Now, the next step is to kind of put that into actionable items. And the best way to do that is to start formulating, short-term, daily, weekly goals that you can work on to focus on your health. The best way to do that is through SMART goals. And I'm not sure if you're familiar with what SMART goals are or have heard it in your past, but SMART is an acronym, S-M-A-R-T, specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-based. Specific is spelling out the specific who, what, where, and when. So an example of a specific goal would be I want to eat 5 servings of fruits and vegetables a day versus a general goal of I just want to eat better, or I want to eat clean, or I want to eat healthy. Those are all great and good intention, but to put the specific component behind I want to eat 5 servings of fruits and vegetables a day really is more tangible, and you can actually put that into effort. The M is measurable. You should be able to measure your goal and how you can attain or meet that goal. So easy measures are weight, pan size, maybe even, reduce blood pressure or fasting glucose numbers, those type of, measurable goals. Measurable can also be energy, more energy. I'm able to keep up with my family when we go for walks. I'm able to, run for 30 minutes. I'm able to not be so tired in the afternoons. Those type of measurable things make sense for you, and a little harder to measure in a sense where it's not a number, but it's a feeling, but that can still be measurable. Attainable and realistic. Set yourself up so you are able to, reach your goals, but not have them be too easy where, it's too easy and, or it's too hard. So kind of walking that tightrope of balance with what works best for you, your family, your lifestyle, be it realistic of where you are starting and where you want to end up. Celebrate the wins, celebrate the small wins especially. And then time-based, have a deadline or a time frame you wish to achieve your goal in. Some other thoughts with goal setting. Remember your why and your initial motivation for kind of setting off to achieve this goal. Revisit your wellness vision often for inspiration and motivation. Be flexible when things maybe aren't working out the way you want them to. Maybe your schedule gets thrown off. Maybe, you get sick, or maybe you have a, family function or a holiday coming up. Be flexible, but still keep your eye on the prize. Life is going to happen. Be forgiving also. If you get off track a little bit, don't feel like you always have to start over. Just pick up right where you left off. Stay positive. With that positive mind frame, it's easier to work towards your goals versus always being down on yourself if, it doesn't work out the way you wanted to. That negativity is kind of compounding and can get you not going in the right direction. And then the last thing I would, kind of give you some pointers on is a thought where, you've probably worked towards these goals, or you've worked toward a goal in the past, What works best for you? What are you motivated by? What kind of gets in your way? What are some setbacks you've experienced? What did you learn yourself? What did you learn about that experience to help you move forward with achieving these goals in the future? And I have a picture of Albert Einstein on this slide because one of my favorite kind of grounding definitions is the definition of insanity. Doing the same thing over and over again, but expecting different results. So how are you going to change your approach this time so you're not going to be insane? How are you going to, get past that, well, I'm doing all these things, I'm not getting the results I want. Try a different approach kind of mentality, right? Okay, you guys, now ensure that you complete these session recaps for session 1. Now there's not a right or wrong answer, but your effort is to put into thought what is your wellness vision and what is one SMART goal relating to your wellness vision that you are going to work on between now and the second session. Okay, make sure you complete this information for full credit, and I will see you guys next session for the benefits of exercise.